Hey wild ones, I'm Lucy and this is Pussy Powered. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 exercises to awaken your wild feminine. The wild feminine is an intense and sometimes wrathful energy, chaotic, destructive, but also extremely powerful in helping you create whatever it is that you are committed to creating in your life. The wild feminine is untamable and wildly sensual. There's a reason that there's this whole persona of the wild woman in bed. That is the wild feminine unleashing and expressing herself. It's the too muchness within each of us women that we often fear and repress. And just like with any shadow aspect of our whole being, whenever it's not seen and accepted and loved by us, it tends to pop up at the most inconvenient times in some inconvenient and often painful ways. So the key here isn't to further deny and disconnect yourself from your wild feminine, it's to create a relationship with her, cultivate a relationship with her. Again, she cannot be tamed or domesticated, but you can build a relationship with her based on mutual respect and trust. Yes, mutual respect with different aspects of yourself. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So how can you awaken this energy and then cultivate a relationship with your wild feminine? Here are 3 exercises or practices you can do on an ongoing basis to do just that. The first is a primal sounding practice. In a primal sounding practice, it just like it sounds, you let yourself make primal sounds, wild sounds, uninhibited sounds like hissing, snarling, growling, yelling, screaming. This is why in several of my programs, when we're doing breath work, on the exhale, we release some unusual sounds like for example. And when you think about it, how often do we allow ourselves to tap into that energy and to make noises like that? You can do this for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just be present with the energy in your body and allow it to emerge and flow through you through sound. Your wildest, most uninhibited sounds. The second practice is primal movement. Again, another key part of the pussy-powered lifestyle is to move free-flowing without inhibitions, without self-judgment and criticism and like, oh, this isn't cute enough, this isn't pretty enough, this isn't sexy enough. Just move your body the way that it wants to move. And especially in wildly sensual movement and in the really intense and dark emoting movements. Stomping on the ground, pounding the floor with your palms, headbanging if your body can handle that, and really any intense movements that you feel in your body when you're listening to, like, for example, some rock music or something that's really moving you. In fact, for both the primal sounding and the primal movement, music is such an integral part of the practice. It triggers certain feelings, memories, life experiences. So when someone asks me how they can access those deeply stuffed away emotions that they feel like they're trying to emerge but they can't quite seem to all the way surface, I recommend music and movement, especially these primal movements and primal sounds accompanied with music that will get them into that state. Music is so powerful, not only in its vibrations and the energy in each song, but also in bringing back the memories of where you were when you first listened to that song, or after that breakup, or after that big life experience. Exercise or practice number 3 that you can do to awaken your wild feminine: expressive art or play. Okay, so there are so many different possibilities for this one. You may create some crazy ass piece of art if you love to paint, or even if you don't consider yourself an artist, just go for it. Get you some paints, get some mud, I don't know, whatever's available to you, whatever you feel drawn to. If you're willing to get a little more out of the box, then you may create a painting using your menstrual blood, especially if you're using a menstrual cup, and just freestyle it on a blank canvas. Talk about the wild feminine really expressing her fucking self with your own menstrual blood. Fuck, that is powerful. You can also just grab your phone camera and create a little skit about how you're feeling. Create a persona for your wild feminine, like a role where she can fully express herself and say what the fuck she wants, dress how the fuck she wants, be in whatever mood she fucking wants to be in. And this can be a really beautiful, powerful, and healthy outlet for your wild feminine to express her needs, her desires, and her pain. Another way you can play around with this one is let your wild feminine side decide what to wear, how to do your makeup, how to style your hair, what jewelry to wear, anywhere and you can just hang out that way for a bit, or you can capture those moments through pictures. It is really fun and it feels really good and really freeing. That part of us needs to feel free. And the more that we let her express herself through these 3 practices on a consistent basis, and especially whenever you're feeling those broody feelings, don't just sweep them aside or sweep them under the rug or try to like blast it out with love and light. Show that part of yourself love and acceptance and let her out to play. All right, wild ones, that's it for today. 3 practices or exercises you can do to awaken your wild feminine. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more on sexual empowerment and healing for women. And by the way, in 3 days we begin Pussy Powered Mornings on Monday, May 24th. So if you are watching this today, the day that it is released, you still have time to register for this live coaching program. And if you are watching this after the fact, rest assured the program will still be available to you along with Pussy Magic and Pussy Fit in a virtual self-study format. For more on all of that, check out the links in my description. In the meantime, here's to your awakening for a pussy-powered life.